you're doing very well. YouTube, I spoke to you last evening. When I was I was in the process of making a video in gel light, I can say. So I even requested you to kindly retain the quality of the video. But when I saw that video this morning, I was completely demoralized, disturbed, dissatisfied. No words to explain my dissatisfaction. It was unfathomable because I had deployed my skills, I had deployed my imagination, and that was a product of my imagination, my persistence over this time. But I saw the result, which was completely foul. I say so because it has happened. But that itself has given me chance to explore something else, and indeed I've explored it. I'd been to Phoenix Mall. I paid a visit to Phoenix Mall, the most reputed super mall of this town, and that is the product, or that is the byproduct of my failure of last video on YouTube. When I saw that video, being completely distorted, I deleted it because I'm a quality oriented person. I've served Jet Airways, one of the most reputed airlines of the world, for 16 years, and there I learned nothing else but quality. So when I saw my product, far from quality, far from professionalism, I didn't want to retain it on my portfolio. I deleted it immediately. It's okay. My efforts have gone waste. But somewhere, some seeds are sowed into my heart, and that would definitely flourish eventually. So, that was a dark cloud which I faced or encountered with this morning, but I realized there had been a silver lining around the dark cloud. And that's what made me explore myself within Phoenix Mall this afternoon. And I roamed almost each and every corner. I explored every corner of Phoenix Mall. I started from the first floor. I went to the basement while finding my way out as exit. I even went to the basement. The next layer to approach the exit. So what I have gained by being there is confidence, and I always tell myself, look at the positive side of every negative aspect. Every negative aspect has a positive side only if you look at it. And I have made up my mind, or rather this particular thought is in my mind, it is cultivated, it is embossed on my mind that I always happen to look at the positive side. I really don't get disturbed. Well, the disturbance causes frustration, but that is a temporary, not a permanent one. No frustration can ever be a part of my permanent memory or my permanent what you can call my permanent appearance or my permanent. It cannot happen to be a part of my permanent behavioral patterns. Yes, that frustration happens to be there for some time, teaches me a lesson, and evaporates. Like camphor, how it evaporates, similarly. The mass of frustration also has to evaporate because I have a remedy, I have a plan, and I have even a gun to shoot my frustration. That invisible gun I am holding to shoot my frustration and to keep myself regenerated, activated, motivated, and self-inspired. So that's what has led me to explore myself. I hadn't gone there to explore Phoenix Mall because I had been there several times before when we used to stay in Viman Nagar. We used to stay in the same locality. That was live streaming held on Insta. But unfortunately, when I approached the reservation desk or the reception desk, those people wearing blazers, suit, quite professionally, quite humbly, they approached me saying, "Sir, video shooting is not allowed in the Phoenix Mall." I immediately assimilated with them. I immediately cooperated with them and said, "See, this is gonna be a live streaming. It will be processed by Insta, and immediately I cannot delete it." But then there was an option, discard media. So there was another fellow over here. He said, "Sir, please opt for this option, discard media, so that it gets deleted." So almost abruptly the meeting got over. I didn't have even a few minutes, to apologize, because that was not a professional end of a professional meeting, because I had commenting very professionally and being a professional person. I would never want to meet a scenario in a haphazard manner or in an abrupt manner, because that is far from professionalism. So I had to take another live streaming, especially for apologizing to Insta and my friends who are gonna watch that. Well, there was a fellow who was watching. I forgot his name. He didn't appear next time because he must have taken in a wrong spirit. How is this person? Immediately walked away. He must be thinking I walked away. That was not a motion of walking away. That was not an action of walking away. But I was forced, to discontinue immediately, because again they were responsible. I had already explored. I had already moved around 2 floors of Phoenix Mall, and balance 2 floors were remaining. So you can imagine there is always a briefing after every shift gets over, and the bosses ask them, depending upon the CCTV surveillance. So they are scared. We have to safeguard the jobs of the people responsible in a particular organization or institution. I never fall a reason. I never try to become a reason, to snatch away someone's job. If I'm here to give someone a job, to find a job for someone, I would definitely want to do so. But I never take an initiative, to make someone jobless. That's a sin, because his wife, his kids, the parents depend upon him. So that is really a sinful thing, to take away someone's job. I remember I used to work at Jadaways at counters. I used to find a lot of people, dealing in clandestine things, especially lost and found material, when the passengers lose certain things on the seat pockets and all. There are certain people who are really faithful. There were certain people who used to get easily carried away with costly items. And since because there were security guards also with a goof up or with a tie up or with a joint venture with the person and the security guard, they could nicely take it away. Take it to the home, to the safe place. I have several times found such things. I gave them verbal warnings. I said, please improve. Don't do this. First time you have been caught, second time you have been caught, you will get warnings and you will be terminated. So I know I didn't look at that person, a culprit. I looked at his family, his parents, his wife, his dependent children. In that way, I saved a lot of jobs. I was very faithful. I was working for Jadaways, and I am really famous for my faithfulness. I never, there were several options, easy options to make money, but I never cheated the company. I was very much faithful to Mr. Naresh Goel and Mrs. Anita Goel, his wife. I had great regards for this couple because this couple had built up an empire of Jadaways. But unfortunately, what happened, I don't know, but the company crashed and it's in trash almost. There is no accountability, nothing. People haven't got, the staff haven't got their gratuity, pension, or what you call provident fund. I was really safe that in 2012 I left the company when it was flying high. and I was a successful candidate of this company. I didn't. I cried a lot. I sobbed a lot. I remember my farewell, which was organized in a hotel in Viman Nagar because that was very close from my place. There were my colleagues, and I cried like anything. I crashed in their arms. I was unclosable over there. Those pics I have. One day I would definitely want to upload those pics over here on the channel. Yes. So what I'm saying, yeah. So this is about it. So what I'm saying, it was a nice experience for me to explore Phoenix Mall and be there. So again, I say, whenever there has been an obstacle, I would definitely try to master myself crossing that obstacle in a very, very fascinating manner, in a beautiful manner, in a professional manner, in a sophisticated manner. So my appearance within forum was obstacled, was prohibited. But that would happen eventually, sometime or later on Insta. I would have it done, and I'm very successful as far as uploading those kind of videos on Insta. There hasn't been a disturbance. I don't know what happens. It's only when I do it on YouTube I encountered with this problem. I don't hold YouTube. I don't hold YouTubers, YouTube managers as responsible. But fact is fact, which cannot be overlooked. When I'm having outside experience, it gets film as per my requirement. But it's only when I try to, make indoor appearance, there has been obstacle. Let me shift a bit, take another position. Yeah, I'm standing, it's very tiring. So friends, once again, I have to save some battery. When I started this meeting, it was on 50, and I have to make some important calls at the end of the day. So I would have to save the battery also. But I'm enjoying here. I'm surrounded by my citizens of my country. They are all here around me, and I'm really happy to be with them because I'm here with my people, the citizens of India, and I'm a socially acceptable person. People love my company, people love my appearance, yes, especially my students, when I try to teach them, they welcome me, saying Amit sir, Amit sir. There has been always shouts like Amit sir, Amit sir. So that is my appreciation, and I'm really enjoying conducting this live streaming here in a bus, which is gonna take me to a place called Kathraj, where I will get down little before Kathraj for some reason, and then I will come back to Vagoli in the evening at around 11:45 in the evening. Late in the evening, by the time I reach home, it would be around midnight. Closer to midnight, I reach home. Yeah, this is Swargat bus depot. Conductor has informed the commuters, to get down from the bus because this is Swargat bus depot. It's difficult for me to find a place. I got a place to sit, and I'm gonna sit here because there is still time. So I got a place to sit here for 10 minutes. What a relief it is, after standing for so long time. In the earlier bus, I was standing in a very narrow space. There is a narrow space where the sitting rows, bulkhead seat. First seat in economic class, we used to call it bulkhead seat. So, ahead of bulkhead seat and behind the operator's seat. Operator means driver's seat. There is a narrow space. And I'm not a fat, so I'm a very skinny, puny person. So I can always manage to enter myself into that small cabin, which is designed for people like me, skinny, puny people like me, to rest their assets on the floor. So I rested my assets over there. Assets? Don't ask me what assets. I'm in a professional manner. I'm traveling in a public transport, so I really cannot define what do I mean by assets. It is to be understood. So I rested my assets over there in that narrow space, but that was a great relief because my legs were hurting. My legs were hurting and I was really dying for a place to sit. Like now also I had a problem, of standing, but at this particular juncture of Swargate bus depot, the bus got over. I mean, a lot of commuters got down and I got a place to sit. So I'm enjoying this view. You can see outside. This is not prohibited. Filming inside the PMT bus or public transport is not prohibited. But of course, the mall has got its own rules and regulations because they display, basically their what you call as their stuff. And there are so many people who try to copy their images. Like if you go to branded showroom, they have their own brands, they have their own elegance, which can be easily copied by others. There are some culprits who come just to copy their content, just to copy their goods, to copy their commodities, and to duplicate them. So this is the reason why this is the reason why when a wife is calling, I would have to take her call. There's an incoming call. I don't know how to go about taking that call because I would have to otherwise end this live streaming. Anyway, I will answer that call later on. I'm enjoying being with you. So now this air-conditioned bus. It's a great pleasure to travel by this bus, but it's only when it gets extremely overcrowded. I suffer from a syndrome of suffocation. Right now, if you see, this bus is almost empty. There are hardly any passengers over here. But in the peak hours, early in the morning, say at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, when people have to go to their offices, and at 6 o'clock or after o'clock till 8:30, the buses are really crowded, and it becomes very difficult because there is no ventilation in the air. It is overcrowded, so I suffer from that, suffocation. And that time I prefer to travel by open buses with open windows. It's okay. I'm not so much, used to traveling by air-conditioned atmosphere. I'm a poor man. I travel by normal buses, green buses, with open windows and open doors. It's all right. So about this visit, I've explored a lot of novelties, wonders, famous international brands which I was not aware of. Some food joints and game parlors I have visited. It was a really fundamental visit. I say why, because it has developed me. It has given me some potential to push myself forward, to thrust myself forward in anticipation of achieving something. I'm self-motivated person. Speaking is critically monitored by me. I don't want outside critics. No, I don't want. I'm the worst critic of myself. I'm speaking something, but that is not for my delight. There is a great scope of improvement, and there has to be improvement. I'm not satisfied with my speech. I am not at all satisfied. I have to use the idioms. I have to use difficult words. I have to use some constructions of sentences. I'm trying to monitor my performance, but I'm thoroughly disappointed with my speech of this particular live streaming. It does not please me, it does not allure me, it does not entice me, but yet I continue to speak. Why? Because I'm improving and I want to improve. So with this, friends, I would like to take your leave because I have to save some battery. My wife called up because I had given her a call. A telephone call was made from my side, so she must be wondering why I called her up. So with this, I take your leave. I might speak to you tomorrow, and it's okay. The people of this mall have objected me, but they have not taken any objection against my speaking. What made me go closer to the desk If I hadn't approached the desk, then perhaps I would have been able to conduct the entire live streaming without any disturbance. But this would have caused problem to the officials of the mall. They would have landed up in trouble. So it's okay. God saved me from putting them in trouble. I would never want anyone to encounter with any kind of trouble in the office because of me. No, I don't want to be a reason for complaints. I don't want to be a reason for the want to appear as a person. He appeared, and because of him, we are penalized. No, I'm in their good books because I follow their instructions immediately. Next time if I go them, they will smile and greet me. Yeah, because they know this person is an obedient, what do you call, obedient customer client, and he follows. He roams. He explores the mall, but in a professional manner. He doesn't go on fogling the women around. He is only committed to his job. Yes, yes. He conducts himself in a professional manner, in a very, very sophisticated manner. So that is my impression at the reception desk of Phoenix Mall, and I am really glad to have left behind this impression of mine. A professional, a sophisticated customer client of Phoenix Mall. So with this, I take your leave. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me this platform, and I see to it that I explore some other location like this and conduct my live streaming with you. Okay, thank you, friends. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. See you. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I'm tired of speaking. For about 3 hours I was speaking. So I take your leave. Bye bye, friends. Bye.